Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the That's the dining room. Welcome to the front parlor of the 1925 bungalow. I'm Scott. Now, I probably should say living room, because the word living room had replaced parlor, not in the vocabulary of most folk, but definitely in house plans of the 1920s. You'll see that the word parlor is gone, thanks to publisher Edward Bach of Philadelphia. Anyway, it's time for another live sale because it's Monday night at 8 o'clock. And I had a preview Saturday. I can't believe not only was I a day ahead. Usually my previews, if I get to do one, it only comes out maybe an hour in advance. So good evening all from wherever you is. And I see folks are popping in. Anyway, everything that was in the preview, if you saw it, if you didn't see it, it'll be a surprise. If you saw it, then you already know what I'm selling tonight. Watch Red Moon. 3 a.m. I'll pass. Although I was on the telephone with my mother this afternoon and she told me about that moon. Hello from Durham, North Carolina. If I had the curtain, well, I can't see out the bedroom window because of the porch. Well, I could off the side, but Scranton, Pennsylvania. You know what started in Scranton, apparently? The Pennsylvania polka. It started in Scranton. Did it really start in Scranton? That's what I want to know, Valerie. Did you start it? Are you responsible for the Pennsylvania polka? I know my people were in Scranton doing the Pennsylvania polka in the 40s. Anyway, wow, here I am on the floor. Hello, Missouri Ozarks. It did, and you did. I bet you did. I thought we'd give the dining room a break. Actually, there's too much on that dining room table. So I'm on the floor. Because I had a drop sale yesterday. Everything from that drop sale is wrapped and in boxes, but I haven't closed up and packed up the boxes yet. They're just on the table with the shipping labels in them. So tomorrow, after I send out all the invoices from tonight, I'll pack yesterday's drop sale. Yeah. And I'll also start working on tonight's sale to be wrapped up. So got a lot of nice things tonight. Glass, a lot of porcelain, some nice pieces of antique Japanese porcelain, which I hope you'll be thrilled. And thank you for allowing me to come to you casually in this green hoodie. It's just, I'm not in a sweater and tie. It's not been a sweater and tie day today. My leg has completely healed. I appreciate you asking. Good grief, you need an assistant. I was just having that conversation today. I certainly do. And I often think, how much more could I get done if I had somebody to send out the invoices, type out the shipping labels? That stuff takes a long, it can take a full day, as you well know, to pack, ship. So it takes a long time to do it. Good evening. In Connecticut. Newport, Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, yeah, so I'm ready. Let's do a snack check. I shall be picking at some salted peanuts occasionally from my anchor hocking restaurant where Jadeite. And that's also an anchor hocking glass. Yeah, the sourcing is the fun part. I would love to get up every day and go source, but I can't. No, I can't. Did you get the mail? Did you get the email of the drip? Yes, I did, Lisa. Scott, do you have a different hat? That one is so wrong for you. Why is it wrong for me? No, I love this hat. Trumbull, Connecticut. Got my little pink flower topped pots. Just what I needed to cheer me up. Oh, what little pink? Oh. Good evening, as we say. I just retired. I would help, but I don't live by you. Well, that's nice of you. Thank you. Nothing wrong with those hats. Oh no, somebody don't like it. I'm falling, so I'm fasting, so no snacks. I need a little energy. I shall have one peanut. All right, enough of this mess. You ready for me to get started? I guess I better chat for another second or two. Oh, you got your toaster. Now, Cheryl, wonderful. Have you made toast with it yet? You could heat the entire bathroom with that thing. Couldn't you? I had fun with that toaster because I like to tinker. So I spent probably 2 hours in that kitchen, took it all apart, cleaned it. Scott, you need a wife? Oh, I do? I don't think so. Why wife? Scott, you could find a young person or college person. Yeah, good luck with that. You can't even get people to wait. You can't get Patsy. You know the funny, no, you're right, Patsy. You know the funny thing is though, oh, ham and Swiss. I would be a terrible boss because nobody moves as fast as I do. And I know that. I mean, no one would live up to my expectations. Nobody could put boxes together as quick as I could, tape them together, put the paper in. I mean, you see how I move. I get more done in the first 2 hours of the day than people half my age all day. So I would be, the whole time I would be, you know what, I'm paying this person $20 an hour and I could have gotten all this work done. So I do it myself because of how fast I am. And I really am fast, and that's just the way that it is. I'm not complaining. I just finally paid for the drop sale. Sorry, now I get it. Oh, you are welcome, and that's no problem, Felicia. You're new, and you did it, and I love it. Perfect. So it's easy. You clicked it. You checked out. You did just what you needed to do. And I am on task. Man, when I'm working, I'm working. I'm not looking at a cell phone. You know, everybody today is always looking at their cell phones. They can't not look at a cell phone for more than 2 seconds. I turn it, I don't even pay attention to it. I'm fast. What? All right. But yeah. Well, what time is it? It's only 9 after. Oh gosh, what's happening? Well, I'm looking forward maybe to, how's my lighting? I feel like I'm on stage at the Copacabana. I don't know. I feel like any minute now, Josephine Baker is going to run by shaking her banana skirt in front of me. Is the lighting okay? It seems odd. It is okay. Well, thank you. Okay, I appreciate that. My eyes are bothering me again tonight slightly. They were bothering me last night. Mostly the eye that's messed up. I forget. Your cell phone at home? Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, we haven't got to see the basement in a while. Neither have I. You know why? It does seem very bright. Is it too bright? I haven't been down there either. When it's this cold, and you know how cold this winter has been. It's been cold. When it's this cold, my basement is cold, and I just don't like going down there. Do you have any green old Curiosity Shop dishes for your own? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't care for that pattern. And so I've asked people early, like with the first year, everybody was sending that stuff to me. And I just don't care for it. So no, that's just an honest answer. Thank you for asking. But it's got that green I'm not over the moon about, and that kind of fake wood around the outside. I don't find it attractive. So I don't collect old Curiosity Shop things. Not really, but that was kind of you to ask. Just an honest. If I weren't honest, then I'd get 50 million of them in the mail, right? I thought maybe you'd open tonight's live sale with a bugle. Ah, yes, I have been practicing again. I'm going to get this licked back because I plan on joining a local, what is the China? Oh, I don't know. When am I changing the China closet? Good question. I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate that, PK. That's very kind of you to ask. How did you come up with that BAM? Oh, name. It just because everybody is vintage. And I'm like, I'm not going to be vintage. So I just can't. And I like the song. And I thought, why not? Not everything is for everybody. That is the beauty. Yeah. Oh, you play the bugle and you're 72. You blow a what? What's a shofar? When are the lights going up? Oh, I know. I told you they'd be up by Easter. I still have what, 3 weeks? You guys don't forget anything. It's Jewish, a shofar. Oh, shofar. It's a horn kind of a thing. Yes. That's a driver? That's a driver? Oh, chauffeur. A ram's horn. You know, the reason why I stopped, I couldn't really practice when I lived in my loft in Philly. I didn't think the neighbors would appreciate it. Well, let's leave it at that. And then when I moved in here, I could not find my valve oil. I knew I had valve oil, and I was not going down to the music store and spending $15 or however much it is today on another bottle of valve oil. And so the other day I was cleaning out a drawer. It seemed like every time I called my grandmother, what are you doing? Oh, I'm cleaning out a drawer. How many drawers do you have? I was cleaning out a drawer and I found my valve oil. And so I was able to oil it up, and boy, I started tooting away. But it takes a while to get the old embouchure. That's this. It takes more than a hot minute to get that back. Oh, yes, of course I keep in touch with Heather and Shane. Yeah, we text once a week. I talk to either one of the girls. Yep, I do. Yeah, the sofa. You like it that way? It's cozy with the curtains closed. You know, it feels warmer. Dad bought us an organ, but no lessons. Taught yourself how to play years ago. Very good for you. I enjoyed your videos on your kitchen counter in Philly. Yeah, I don't have kitchen counters here. My kitchen, well, I kind of do, but kind of don't. I had a ton of counter space in Philly. I have no counter space here, but I'm still trying to replace the kitchens. Work in progress, work in progress. Thank you. Those curtains are from the 30s. They are a chinoiserie pattern, and they are from the 1930s. Do you still? Do you still keep in touch with Jeffrey? I do. That's when I first found you. Oh, in Philly. Can you just put the Santas on credit? Sure. You know what? It's Marie. Is it Marie? I think, remember when I was telling you before about that lawn side place where they put everything in trailers because they were remodeling, and those packages sat there for 3 months. That Santa package was so tiny. I think it's in the corner. I do. Speaking of do, we're going to start with a shoe. Oh, yes. And that's another thing I want to do. There are too many projects for me and not enough time. But when no, those aren't velvet. The curtains aren't velvet. They're, I don't know if it's called rayon, but it's a type of a material that was made in the, it's popular in the 30s and 40s. They might look velvet from there. They're not. The pillows, those green pillows are modern and they're velvet. Vinny's fine. He does his live sales. He did one Saturday. Did you see him? I feel like I'm shouting. Oh, thank you, Wordsmith. No, it's not bark cloth. Those aren't bark cloth. Haven't seen Vinny. He's there. He just did his show. He got his haircut today. He just did his live sale Saturday night. No, they're not damask. I can't. It's a rayon kind of a. It's definitely a 30s. I'm not good with fabrics, but there's a name for it. Anyway, let's. Yeah, I just don't know. Can't tell you. I can tell you I have an amber glass shoe, and it starts at $5. Now, you know, I don't know. By the way, let's get through this. Shipping is extra. You know, I ship from New Jersey. I'll send invoices out tomorrow. By dinner time, you should get an invoice. Sometimes I do them first thing in the morning. Sometimes it takes longer. And I use Pirate Ship. And if you would like to, if you're new, all you have to do after you win, if you win something, is to email me all the information that Karen will put in. And before I forget, thank you, Karen Williams, for your moderation. We like you in moderation. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for moderating, Karen. Thank you for constipating. Thank you for moderating, Karen. We really do appreciate it. I say we. Sleeping is not included. I thought you took a shipping is not included. Yeah. All right. No chips, no cracks. I don't know who made it. There's, you know, these shoes have been around from Victorian days into the 60s. Your guess is as good as mine, probably. But it's a pretty amber shoe, and it starts at whatever we said, it's $5, maybe $6. And it's a 6-inch shoe in amber. I guess people still collect these in amber glass, very pretty, but there's no mark on it. And to be honest, I didn't even begin. This is like one of those, this is like baseball cards, coins, you know, it's like, where do you even begin? So I don't know. But anyway, that's an amber shoe. And I guess I could have waited until the autumn season for that, but I thought, oh, why not? Lola May has placed a $5 bid, and that's fine. I think we'll go ahead and let that, yeah. So that's the opening bid of $5. And anyone else interested in the shoe? Unless your name is Joe Jackson, because he was shoeless. We'll count him down. The high bid right now is $6. And $6 is the high bid on the amber glass shoe. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on that shoe. Now, shoe. Fun hobbies. The cow creamer is what's going to come up next, but right now the shoe. Oh, I know. You know what, Karen? You asked me to do something, and I know what you asked me to do. The stop is in, and Tex-Mex is our winner at 10. Tex. All right, so I know you want me to talk about it for a minute and then give you a chance to get that start, because it seems like every week something goofy happens where, and it's not just me, but it's been happening to other folks as well, where the start just doesn't show up. I don't know why they don't like the word start, but Karen, I'm going to try to remember to give you that moment again. I don't know why I act like I can read after I take my glasses off. But he will start at $8. This is a 1930s check. This is the 1930s Czechoslovakian cow creamer. I love him or her. I guess it should be her. I've got one. I keep it out in the kitchen, and I use it from time to time. It's not chipped or cracked. You'll see a little bit of paint loss on it, and I've never found one of these. I'm sure they exist. But the black paint was put on differently, probably cold painted, and that has chipped off in a few spots. But he's marked Czechoslovakian. He's stamped on the bottom very faintly with Czechoslovakian. And actually, that's not a wedding picture behind me. It's from the 1920s, and it is a woman in a kimono sitting in a parlor with a table and flowers behind her and all that kind of thing. So the 1930s cow creamer, someone asked about the portrait on the wall behind me. He, as I said, he's got some paint. She has some paint loss, but not chipped. And of course, the cream comes right out of the moo, moo, moo. Yeah. The moo, moo mouth. I love the one that I have. It's good for like 2 people. You know, you don't get a lot of, well, some people don't use cream at all, or they don't use much. The high bid right now is 8, and it's now 10, and I'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Hi, Karen. I love this thing. All right. Now you get over there with the shoe. And don't you moo. The stop is in. Lola May has it at 20. Thank you, Lola May. I've got a cat coming up, Lola May. I think you might be my cat person, but sometimes I don't remember. Lola May. Let's do the cat now at $8. The cat is a Siamese, and it is it's an English Royal Doulton Siamese cat. A tiny nip on the ear, but that's it. And of course, a little paint would hide that. There's the nip on the ear. I love Siamese. Look at those blue eyes as they have, and boy, are they vocal, and we all know it. Oh, shoot. So he'll start, the cat starts at $8. The Royal Doulton without the hand-painted periwinkles. And he or she is 7 inches long. Four inches tall. I've never had a Siamese cat. Growing up, my cousins had a Siamese. We'll turn her or him all the way around. All the hallmarks are on the bottom, including the Royal Doulton mark. And she's not crazed. What a pretty face, too. I just love Siamese cats. No, I never had a Siamese. Yeah. The kitty, right now, the high bid is $23. Addie, something, cornflakes. I can't read it, Addie. It's because it's small and my eyes don't work. But Addie has our high bid right now, 23. Let's count the kitty cat down. There's no breaks and no repairs. That's the nice thing. Yeah. It's just that little chip on the ear. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the cat. Wait for the cat. Oh, I should have done the cat last. Then I could have said, wait for the cat. But I didn't think of that. Drat. I have a flame. A what? A flame pinter? I had an aunt that had a Siamese cat. You did? Sandra Garcia has the cat at 30. Thank you, Sandra. That cat is yours. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra. Okay. Monkey. I don't have a monkey. Why did I write down the word monkey? I don't have any monkeys for sale. I think I meant pigs. Boy, I must have been, sometimes I'm in and out. I must have been out because I wrote down monkey. That must be the 3 little pigs. Good grief. Sorry, pigs. All right. Piggy pig. Look at the piggy pigs. It's a piggy pig piggy bank. It's the 3 little pigs. Probably from the 60s. Doesn't this remind you of all those little baby shoes that got dipped? The 3 little pigs started $8. It is a bank. And it is made of metal. And it's got the bottom, which will hold the coins in. This was made in Japan after the war. Look at their tails. And the slot is here to put in the coins. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's cute. It doesn't have any... It has no chips or cracks. Could have been. Sometimes these were bank, giveaways from banks. There's no bank name on it. So... Actually, I don't know that this is from Japan. It just says this might not be Japanese. This might be American. I don't know why I said Japan. There is no Japan mark on the bottom of it. I don't think. No. Anyway, it's cute. 3 little pigs. Yeah, copper. Like all the baby shoes. Baby shoes, baby shoes. 3 little pigs. Wait, who broke the chairs? That was the 3 little bears. I don't know what the 3 little pigs did, but there they are. The high bid is Lucas at 14, and we'll count the pigs down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the piggy pigs. It's quite a menagerie over there, but so far everyone is behaving. And then we're going to do, should we get off the animals for a while? Let's finish the animals so they can. Yes, the House of Straw. How can I forget? The stop is in, and at 27, Patsy gets the pigs. Patsy gets the pigs. Congratulations, Patsy Poo. The pigs are coming to you. I hope you don't mind me calling you Patsy Poo. 27. The Patsy Pig. I wrote down Patsy Pigs. Look, I wrote down Patsy Pigs. I mean, I already had the word pig. Sorry, Patsy. No one sees this but me. Patsy gets the pigs. I think. Did I mess that up? Probably. All right. Well, she's laughing, so she has a sense, and I know Patsy has a sense of humor, so we all do here. Well, not everybody, but most of us have a sense of humor. Okay, why did I write? Oh, this dog. He starts at 5, and he has a tiny nip out of his ear. Now, he is Japan, and he might be pre-war. So he starts at 5. There's the nip out of his ear. Seems like everybody always has a little out of their ear. He's a planter, little terrier. And it's got one of those older Japan marks on the bottom, as you can see. So he very well may be pre-1941 on this dog. And then there are 2 more dogs coming. So he is black and white with shades of brown. And again, if you're doing that 1930s, 40s, 50s kitchen, he's required to be there next to the old rooster. Made in Japan. He's not chipped or cracked. And just that nip out of that top of that ear is the only thing we have to deal with on him. And he is a terrier, of which there are over 100 different breeds of terriers. And our high bid right now is, no, Nipper was a, well, yeah, Nipper was a terrier, but he was a different breed from this one. But you're right, Nipper, the mascot of the Victor Talking Machine Company originally. The high bid is 10, Cheryl Miller, and we'll count this pup down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, Jack Russell. That's right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, Nipper wasn't a beagle. He was a No, I don't need a dog. I do not. I am not a dog person. So nope, don't need one. Thank you. Mm-mm. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the bird creamer yet. I'll get a cat again someday, but not a dog. No, dogs aren't for me. I like them, but not to live with one. Yeah, the bird creamer. I have a couple of birds. Oh, you talking about that little bird? Yeah, he's coming up. There it is. The stop is in, and it goes to. Oh my word! Is it NJM at 5? Wait a minute. Hold on, folks, because I have to back up. No, it's Cheryl Miller at 10, I believe. Okay, Cheryl Miller at 10 gets that pup. Thank you, Cheryl. Or Cheryl, as we'd say in Jersey. Speaking of Scranton, can you hear who's singing? No, he wasn't from Scranton, but he was from close by. Carbondale? No, now I can't remember. Perry Como, and that wasn't his birth name. But he was from somewhere around Scranton, born there. Now we've got 2 chickens. No, we've got 3. I grouped these together. Now, somebody did ask, you're welcome. Somebody did ask about this. I'm hoping that you don't mind. I've grouped this together in a lot of 3 items. So in order to get this, I have put him together in a lot of 3. So that's how I'm going to sell them, if you please. So these 3 are going to start at $16. That's a good price. $16. He has a little, he's cute, and he is Bavarian. Now that's 30s all the way. He's got a little chip right there, a tiny little chip. Look at this little chick. So you'll get him. He's Bavarian. The snow is melting, but it ain't gone yet. You'll get, this is probably American made. There's a little chick planter with paint coming off of his comb, but that's usually what happens. No damage on him. And then this big guy, look at this, probably 1950s. Definitely made in Japan, and it is marked Japan on the bottom. And so, and this is great. So this is a big guy. Now, all 3 of these are together in one lot. So you're bidding on all 3. And that's right, Cannon's. I knew it started something with Cannon, but couldn't remember the rest of it. Perry Como. It's Como's birthplace. So this is the big one. There were probably little juice cups with this. Of course, I don't have those, but I love this. And he's 8 inches tall. Look how nice the paint is on that, the comb and the wattle, because that's almost always cold painted, and it chips off. So you'll get the big guy, this little guy here. This just makes the kitchen very cheerful, does it not? And chick, chick, chick. I think this is my favorite, but I like this one too because it's just so cheerful. Looks like, you know, you just want to eat cornflakes all day. So he's really in excellent condition. I have that big one in my collection. Nice. We have 327 people here tonight, and I'm delighted. Welcome all 300. Every kitchen needs a chicken. You're right about that. So no condition problems at all on this big guy. None. Condition is fine on him. Just some red paint loss, which is very typical of these. And the little 1930s Bavarian, which is porcelain chick, he has a nip right there and just a small crack that goes about ½ an inch right there. You can see about ½ of an inch, just a little crack there up top. And I forgot to mention that. Although I do think I mentioned it in the, what do you call it? The preview. So our high bid, I think, is $22, and that's Rose P. Thank you for asking folks to hit the thumbs up button. I almost never remember to ask. I don't know, I guess I'm not very good at that. But thank you for asking folks to do that. That was kind of you. So there's all three of them. And we'll count everybody down. And I think I'm going to put the chicks over here, the chickens and the roosters and the hens over there. So all three. The high bid is 24, Patsy M. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the chicken group. I think it's time for another salted peanut, which I only got when I went to my fun grandparents' house. No, all four of them were fun in their own way. The stop is in. Patsy M at 37 is our winner on the chicken collection. Oops. All right, we're going to finish up with the animals. I have two more pups. Starting at $9, in excellent condition. Oh, I'm sorry. So starting it. You had fun grandparents and not so fun ones. That's really not being fair. I'm not really being fair. I should say I had some that were a little more liberal than the others. We'll put it that way. So $8 tall, and he's excellent. I love that soft paint. What do you call that when it's like not airbrushed, but it's not glossy? I know bisque and matte. I know those terms, but I forget what you call it when they're painted like this. Because it's not really bisque, but it's just a very soft, warm. It's not a glossy. And he starts at $9. Oh, you got to stand on a chair over the stove and stir the tomato sauce. Ooh. Yeah, satin. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And I know that. Isn't it funny how you know stuff and it's like satin? It's more like a satin finish. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't get that in my mind. So I've given you the measurements, and I'm trying to hold it still, which is not easy for me. There's the bottom. There's a hole in the middle. But he's not a bank. See? Look at that little face. And no condition problems on him. We got good food at both grandparents' houses. I did too. Very different food, though, between both houses. We have Ms. Jackie has our high bid of $10, and we'll count the collie down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I have to say that all four of my grandparents and the three of my great-grandparents that I knew were all wonderful. And I have delightful memories of all 1, 2, 3, 4 of all 7 of them. Lay that pistol down, boy. Lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama. Miss Jackie at 10. Miss Jackie at 10 on the lassie. Also at 9, the spaniel are the same thing, same style, satin, same height and everything. Off to bed. Okay, good night. Sleep well. North Bergen, that's in New Jersey. You're heading my way, boss man. You're on North Bergen, New Jersey. You're going up the turnpike. No chips, no cracks, no damage, no repairs. on this pup. Yeah, Bergen County, New Jersey. Yep. I'm trying to be firm. Oh, firm, but also fun. Yeah. Yep. Jenny Jo has started us off at $10. Look at that coat. A lot of hair to comb. And those big ears. Hello, hello, hello. There are lovely dog figurines. They are cute, aren't they? This is the last one. This is the last of the animals, I think. Yep. This is the last one. Last animal. Ooh, it's quarter of. I gotta get make up for some time. All right, count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. La da 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 bum bum bum. All right. So he was a spaniel, right? Oh golly, I've got to go way back up and try to find this. Jenny Jo, I think it's Jenny Jo at 10. Okay. Jenny Jo. Thank you, Jenny Jo at 10. Lovely. Goofus glass. We know what it is. There it is. We've been talking about it for a while. Goofus glass. Not this particular piece, but it starts at $12. It's a nice piece. A little more paint loss than the other two pieces I had. It's 10 inches. It's 9 inches across, but still very respectable with the amount. You can see with the amount of paint that's on it. That is so there's always a little bit of paint loss here. We've got 95% of the paint there. And you've got some beautiful roses. And it starts at 12. I've been finding some nice Goofus glass recently. And a lot of the companies that made Carnival glass and then Stretch glass were also manufacturers of Goofus glass. There are theories as to where Goofus comes from, but nobody knows for sure. They certainly didn't call it that when it was made. It had other fancy names. Intaglio, and I forget the rest of them. Karen and I were talking about that the other day. Egyptian glass. I mean, they had all these marketing names for it, but it was very inexpensive glass in those days. Yeah, you don't, is Goofus? No, Goofus isn't the name. Goofus is a pejorative term that came around later because typically this glass, it's really just EAPG with paint on it. It's patterned glass with the original paint. That's usually the paint scheme. Now, there are other paint schemes, but usually it's highly decorated. Yep. And a lot of it was sold, but it was inexpensive glass. And because the paint would chip off, somewhere along the line, Goofus was applied to it. Now, again, we don't know the exact origin of it. We never will. But this has no chips or cracks on it, and it's in good. So for that reason, it's in good shape. Our high bid right now is 14. Sharon, bravo. Well, we'll see. I didn't enlarge my screen so I could see it as well. 10. I like Goofus, and I think everybody should have a piece or two. If you like antique glass, American glass, you got to have a piece of Goofus. 10. 9. I rarely see it in other colors, but it does exist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. You'll sometimes see silver paint, sometimes even a dark green paint, but usually they stuck to this red and gold. Are the most popular colors for Goofus. And that piece of Goofus glass is sold to at $14, I think, to Sharon. I'm going to have to go back because I can't write all that down. Sharon's brand. I'll have to go back and write that down. I won't take the time now, but Sharon, thank you. I think you might be new to me, Sharon. And if you'll go ahead and send your information to me through email, that would be super duper. Sharon's Brao. You have to pardon me because I have, I don't see things. Yes, your very first win. Yay! Sharon, send me an email. There it is on the screen right there, I think. Make sure you give me your, everything I need, your full name, your mailing address. Tell me if you have a PayPal account or not. And if you do, give me the email that you used when you created your PayPal account. If you don't have one, let me know, and you can check out us as guests. Welcome, new person. I need to write a song. Fenton hobnail, $20. Fenton hobnail. Oh, sorry, Karen. I'm supposed to give you time. My fault. My bad. I'm going to get a phone call at the end of this sale. No, Karen is... Okay, 5.5 inches tall on the Fenton hobnail. I think my legs are going to sleep. 5.5 inches tall. And that starts at 20. Hobnail. I bet your mother or your grandmother had the perfume bottle. You know the bottle I'm talking about, that little round bottle with a tiny little spout. Sure did keep Fenton from going bankrupt. The high bid right now is 20. I'm not sure what that is, D. Marie. There's something from D. Marie. You need a beanbag chair. A beanbag chair in this house? Darling, that would be very incongruent. No, thank you. No, I don't need a beanbag chair. That's very 70s. I'm very 1920s and 30s. I'll be all right. I haven't heard of a beanbag chair in ages. Gee whiz. I'm actually sitting on a pillow. I'm fine. I shouldn't have said anything. I don't know what that thing is, D. Marie. It looks like a hyphen or half of a parenthesis. I'm not sure if you meant to do something. Irene has our high bid of 23. Good condition on the Fenton hobnail. I should have saved this for next year's snow and ice. A waterbed. We'll count it down. Just okay, 10. So here we go. 10, the high bid is 23. 10. This is 1940s, 50s. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On that. I got another piece of Fenton coming up in a minute. Why don't we do it? That's antique Fenton. So let's see who the winner is on this Fenton, and then we'll do the Fenton Lotus. in amethyst with opalescence. The stop is in, and Susan, no. Irene at 26. Okay. Thank you, Irene. Irene at 26. Yeah. Now. I don't know why I had to be so dramatic with that. All right, Sharon, thanks. I'll check it in a little bit. This is antique, and it starts, I should be starting it higher than that, but I'm only starting it at 25. And I think it's totally, all right. You get out of the way, and you get right down there. $26. That is, now we're going to go way back, right? So Fenton, now this is not carnival glass. It's pattern glass, but Fenton introduced carnival glass around 1904, something like that. This is pressed glass, and it's beautiful amethyst, and it has a lotus pattern on it. See the beautiful lotus in the bottom? I wish my green sweatshirt weren't right in front of it. And there's lotus all around it, and a beautiful sort of white and amethyst colored opalescence around here. Have a good night. Bye. Oh, you can't stay, Susan? Okay. I hope you come back again. This is beautiful. So, and then anyway, it's antique Fenton, and it's 9 inches in diameter. So, I don't have a Fenton book, believe it or not. Well, I do, but I don't think I have one that goes back into their early production. I'd like to get one. Because isn't that gorgeous? So we're probably somewhere between, we're somewhere between 1910 to 1930, something like that. And some of you Fenton collectors would know exactly. But that's the era that we're in on it. Anyway, it really is pretty. Good grief. Easter's coming. These beautiful colors, jewel tone colors that we can decorate with, we think about during springtime. We'll count this down. Is it blue tipped? No. It's amethyst and white. It might look bluish, but it's a mixture of it's the amethyst glass that's been given just a very light bit of a white opalescence around the crimped edge. 10. The high bid is 46. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it on that beautiful Fenton Lotus bowl. My word. It's pretty. And where are we now? Oh, okay. So the Fenton Lotus is good night, Susan. I don't know who's singing now. Next, I'm going to do some of the Japanese porcelain. Karen Taylor is our winner at 80. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen, and everyone who placed bids on that and showed interest in that. Oh, there that is. Okay, I appreciate that. Let's do the small Nippon vase, which is going to start at 30. The small Nippon vase with the wisteria on it. Thank you. This will start at $30, and it is chip and crack free, and it is antique, and it is hand painted. And I will give you close-ups of it. So the mark is on the bottom, and of course, when we see hand-painted Nippon, that dates the manufacture of it between 1891 to 1921. After 1921, the word Nippon becomes, in English, the word Japan. So the antique vase stands 8 inches, 7.5 or 8 inches tall, with no chips or cracks, 7 inches tall. And it's beautifully painted, very delicately painted, even around the back. There's this lovely pink. They always do a little something on the back on these Japanese pieces. And there's purple and there's gold highlights. And it fades to a beautiful greenish yellow color down below. And it's signed on the bottom. So the signature on the bottom is hand-painted Nippon. And there's another mark, T-E-O-H, China, not China, the country China. Just a very pretty antique piece from 1891 to 1921. Japanese hand-painted porcelain with lavender and green. I hope that lavender color is showing up. I don't know if it is. Our high bid right now is $35 on this lovely piece, without any breaks. No crazing, no chips, and no repairs on it. So if there are no questions on this piece of Nippon, I'll count it down, and then we're going to have a larger vase. 10. The high bid is 35, and we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8. I like it that way as well. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It dates from 1891 to 1921. It was made somewhere within that span of 30 years. Ouch. Okie doke. And then the one with the chrysanthemums is next. All right, the smaller Nippon, and that'll be the same discussion. The stop is in, and Lola May at 45. Thank you, Lola May. I appreciate that. It's 4 minutes after 9. We've been going for an hour. And thank you, everyone who is here tonight. It's much appreciated. Thanks for joining me on Monday night at the sale. I hope you're finding the items acceptable to you. It's been fun to get back out there after all of that freezing cold weather and snow. And people are donating again. $30 on this one. Now, before you place your bids, I believe this happened during manufacture, but let me show you at the very, very bottom. What you see, that line which looks like a crack? You might think it is, and it might be, but it feels as though it's filled in with glaze, and I can actually feel it, which is usually something that happens during manufacture rather than a crack. It's only underneath, and it's only seen underneath, and just on that right there, it does not go up the piece. So that little spot right there, I feel, is a manufacturer flaw. This is very thick porcelain. It starts at $30. So it stops right there and goes no farther than that. So this is very solid. Okay, when there's a crack, you can sort of, when you thump it, you'll hear it. But also, you can't really catch it with your thumbnail, you know. If it's something in the pottery where similar to a straw mark, your nail will catch it. I'm not articulating that very well, but those of you who've handled Glenn, same thing as the last piece. 1891 to 1921, because it is marked Nippon. Hand-painted Nippon. Look at how pretty those, I guess they're chrysanthemums. What a beautiful antique piece of porcelain. Yeah, it's very pretty. Look at how delicate. I love the Japanese because they always, you know, the hot spot is the front, and then around the back, there's always so much empty space, which just makes this painting look so pretty. There's wonderful decoration all over the piece, and it is thick. Listen to that. It's like, this is not thin eggshell pottery. This is thick, substantial stuff. And that's another reason why I do not believe that to actually be a crack. I mean, this is solid. But the hand-painted Nippon mark is here. Nippon is the word that was printed meaning Japan, and that would show up on pottery, porcelain made from 1891 after the McKinley Tariff Act up until 1921, when then the country of manufacture had to be listed in English. Look at this up top. It's almost geometric. Yeah, but we're definitely before 1921. So we'll just say circa 1900. And it's a lovely, the paint is beautiful. So we have a bid of 30, and I'm going to count it down. It stands 10.5 inches tall. 10.5 inches tall. Isn't this beautiful? I just love Japanese porcelain. I don't know why, but I'm attracted to it. And late Victorian, early Edwardian era. Beautiful stuff. What time? What time? Twist has our high bid of 33. And we'll count this antique porcelain down. All hand painted. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Twist at 33. Thank you, Twist. We have a celery that starts at $30 now. Gillinder and Son. Where are you? It's from the 1880s. It is chip and crack free. It has no cloudiness, which they can. And this was manufactured in the 1880s by Gillinder and Son. It's an early American pattern glass company, referred to as Flower Band. And it starts at this celery starts at $30. And it stands 8 inches tall. It's a beautiful example. And here's the band with the flowers on it. And I love this little like skirt at the bottom. Has got an oak leaves with an acorn. Are you seeing it? Look. The top is beautifully executed like a crown. And we have 2 handles. And as many of you know, these would sit on the Victorian and the Edwardian table with water. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought she said not. Yeah, it's a celery. And the celery would be placed in it for eating, with the celery leaves up above. You've seen this many times here on the show. Remember when I had them on top of I was so lucky I could find celery with the greenery still on the top. I went to a farm market and was able to find it without the tops cut off, because that's how I wanted to display it. Yes, it's a lovely celery. I was delighted when I found her. I don't know why. She looks like she's got her hands on her hips and she's got a little skirt down here. I don't know. Without any chips or cracks, antique celery vase from the Victorian era. The high bid is 60, and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the antique celery vase. And I've got another piece of early American pattern glass coming up next. Well, if I don't knock it over and break it, which I almost just did. All right, the celery. Cheryl Miller at 68. All right. Thank you, Cheryl and all who showed interest in that. Thank you so much. Now, also another EAPG piece. Boy, this is another one I was delighted. This beautiful thing, my goodness. Believe it or not, it's called Frosted Pheasant. I wonder why. Starting at $30 is Frosted Pheasant. The pheasant is perfect. The tiniest right there. A very small chip, about twice the size of the head of a pin. So I won't call it a flea bite, but it's very insignificant. That's it. The Frosted Pheasant is perfect on the top. Central Glass Company. Now there were different sizes. So there's line 758 and line 759, made by Central Glass Company of Wheeling, West Virginia. That company operated from 1867 until 1891. You know what happened in 1891. This was introduced in 1885. Now, they didn't call it Frosted Pheasant. It's known by collectors as Frosted Pheasant. And as I said, there were different sizes. there was a plain border and there was one with a decorated border. This one simply has the plain border. 1885, frosted pheasant. Let's put the dish down. And it's not that big. Good grief. Can you imagine next Thanksgiving? Why wait till Thanksgiving? Serving your guests, lifting the lid and serving your chestnut, your oyster stuffing out of a 1885 frosted pheasant. And look at the pheasant perched up there. So Victorian. You know, the dining room in Victorian era had lots of portraits of dead fowl and fish and game birds and cattle and fruit and all kinds of things to show the prosperity of the family and, you know, rich living, good living. People would sit in their dining rooms, of course. What an event to eat, to lift this lid and serve yourself. So, but the detail on the pheasant is just wonderful. My camera doesn't do it justice. Now, am I missing anything? Let me back up for a second because I thought there was a bid. I want to double check this. Let me just back up. Okay, our high bid is 36 on the 18, and you'll get the paper with it. You can see the frosted pheasant. This comes right off of the pattern glass database so that you'll know. You'll be able to keep that with it. When you pass this down in the family, you can have the piece of paper with it so that they'll know what it is. The high bid is 36 with Alimonti, and I will count down the 1885 antique Central Glass Company frosted pheasant covered dish, out of which you may serve whatever you please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the Victorian. And that's Victorian. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Frosted pheasant. It sure is. I think we'll finish up with the porcelains. And then we've got some Fostoria stemware. Woo! And some Fostoria American. And some English Flow Blue. My goodness, we've got some fun things tonight. Ugh. What does that say? Tight race. And Karen is going to put the stop in for us. It's in, and our winner is $52, Karen Taylor. CC, I think you came in right after the stop. So Karen Taylor at 52. Thank you, Karen. I don't know that I'll have that again. Hawking. Okay, we won't do that. Let's do the American. No. The Fostoria June. No. I've got to finish up the porcelain pieces. Let's do the Charles Field Haviland Limoges. Okay. Charles Field Haviland Limoges. Is that who you are? I think that's who you are. Love that bird. People getting a deal on that. They sure am. All right. Look at the colors on that. This starts at $24. This is antique French hand-painted Limoges. It dates to around 1900, and it is marked on the back CFH. And I don't know whether, you know, I mean, it sits like that, so there's no upside or downside. No chips or cracks. CFH is Charles Field Haviland. And then underneath that is GDM, which was a partner in the firm. Hand-painted French Limoges, beautiful colors, circa 1900, 1910, something like that. I'll turn it over and let you see the back. The marking is here. It's completely chip-free and crack-free. The dimensions of it are 13 inches long and just over 8 inches wide. So about 13 by 18 by 8. And it's a shallow serving dish. And it is antique French Limoges, hand painted without scratches, without chips, without cracks. Can you believe I'm starting the bidding at $24? Well, I sure am. Ooh, and no interest in it. What we do, Evelyn Layton has started us out at 28. Really pretty colors, that mint green. And you know, the quality of porcelain that was made in the Limoges region of France is so sought after. Did I tell you that the edges are gilded? Look at that. And the gilding is there. Yeah. See that? That's a nice piece of Limoges. I like saying Limoges. 10. No, high bid right now is $30. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, now I have to remember that I have to walk around on this floor and not step on the Limoges. That would be a tragedy. We've got coming up is a piece of English Flow Blue, which is a covered casserole. That's coming up, just to let you know. And the stop is in, and at Patsy M at 36. Thank you, Patsy. $55 is where we'll start on the next piece. Furnival, Furnival, English Flow Blue, covered casserole. Not chipped, not cracked. It's not stained. Wow. When do you get it? When do you get antique Flow Blue that's not chipped, cracked, or stained? I don't know. Well, right here you do. Look at that with its lid. A beautiful covered serving piece. Look at that. Look at the inside of it. Look at the mark on the back. All this English hallmark, all of the English hallmarks. Let's see. And I'll give you the measurements of it, but again, there's not a chip or a crack or any damage on the whole thing. And it measures 11 by 8.5. Circa 1900 or so. 11 by 8.5. this beautiful porcelain flow blue because of the bleeding of the blue color. I think a lot of you know that. There's gilding on it. It's just lovely. When I found it, I couldn't believe that the condition was so pristine. Wonderful mark on the back for the English maker. And if there are no questions, we'll count it down. Our high bid right now is $55. $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. That's it. I couldn't even believe that even on that handle, there's not a chip. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. All right. Something else. Stop Patsy M at 60. All right. Thank you, Patsy. Wow, this is so beautiful. Well, at $30, we've got another piece of Japanese porcelain. Now this one is Noritake, and it says made in Japan. So you know, and I know, that this was produced after 1921. We're going to date this between 1921 to 1930. More brothers. We have the mark here on the bottom. Boy, is that Japanese with the black border and these wonderful flowers that go around. And look at those hand-painted birds on the inside. Aren't they beautiful? What a lovely scene. All hand-painted. There are no chips or cracks anywhere on this. Beautiful condition. You just type in your number for the price that you'd like to pay. It's 10 inches from handle to handle. Huh? So from this handle to this handle is 10 inches. And you can see it's about 3 inches tall. What a beautiful piece that was made from between 1921 up to 1930 in the early 30s. Yeah. What a lovely bowl. The Mori brothers had an import-export business, and they were set up in Manhattan and had a very successful enterprise. And they brought in wonderful pieces of porcelain from Japan and ceramics, as we can see here. The feet are gilded. There's gilding around the top. Most of it is gone, but there are remnants of it. But oh boy, the paint of the pheasants, I suppose, on the inside, just lovely. Teak Queen has our high bid of 41 at the moment. It really is spectacular. Look at that, all that hand paint work. And being made between 1921 to the early 30s, we're right there at that antique, that 100-year-old age as an actual antique piece. Lovely that there are no chips or cracks on it or repairs. And we'll count this beautiful porcelain down. 10. The high bid right now is 45. $10, $9, $9, $8, $7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Susan, if you look at the chat, I think Karen was, you just type in the dollar amount that you would like. As you can see, I can't believe someone gave it up to a thrift store. I'm not ignoring you. I thought I better tell you that. You just type in the amount, the dollar figure, and you watch. And when I count it down, the highest dollar figure is the winner. The stop is in, and Joan Plavier is our winner at 46. Teak Queen, I believe you came in right after the stop. So Joan at 46, and thank you, Joan. Now let me find the spot. Here it is. I am so glad that there's an audience of folks who still like this beautiful old porcelain. We're still out there. We're still collecting it. We still love it. Wow, have I got something for you now? We're going to go back. Earlier than 1891 on this. Even probably made as a ferner and unmarked. And so we know that this piece was made before 1891. The condition is excellent. By the way, we're going to start at $40 on the hand-painted jardinier ferner. This is Japanese, and I want you to see it's all hand-painted. This is attributed to, here I go, Karen, Nagoya Potteries, Shippo Keisha. No, it's not Keisha. Shippo Keisha. I always want to say Keisha. Nagoya Shippo Keisha. Anyway, it's late 19th century, and it's all hand painted, and it is a stunner. Can you imagine a Victorian? What would you do with this? In a Victorian home, this would sit in the beautiful parlor, and Victorians loved potted palms and ferns. And when you hear something called a ferner, it usually, yes, there was dirt in it. And the glass ones had metal liners. Yeah, this is just amazing. Now, if you look at the bottom, you see nothing. Oh, it's not marked. It's not supposed to be. It wasn't until 1891 in the McKinley Tariff Act that said, all right, everything that comes into this country has to have its country of origin marked on it, not in English. That's why in 1891, we start seeing made in Czechoslovakia, Japan, Nippon. Then after 1921, it has to be English. This is before that. So we're in the late 19th century, Victorian era. That's this would be the 1870s and 1880s. We have a beautiful, and this was made for the Western market, which is why we have this lovely woman contemplating her love life by the pond. Is that what she's doing, or is she fishing? What has she got in her hands? Oh, that's her walking stick. Beautifully painted. There's the inside. I'm trying to look to see if we have any questions either. We'll turn it around, paint it on the back as well. We've got flowers here in the cartouche, and then here on the front, and then we've got painted flowers on the side. Look at that cobalt. There's no chips on this. It's not cracked, it's not repaired, and it is just wonderful. Is she Dutch? Is she Dutch? No clue. No, she doesn't have a Dutch hat on. Anyway, kind of looks like that. It really is pretty. And to have something up this age and in the condition that it's in, oh, When is it going to happen again? It's the first one I've had. I will send you the Nagoya Shippo Keisha. There it is, and you can look it up yourself, and you can find these. Where was it made? It was made in Japan. I did freak when I saw it. I did a little dance. I made a little love, and I got down that night. Kathy Wilson has our high bid of 70, and we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8. It's heavy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, Keisha, sit down right there and behave. Oh, I need a peanut after that. What time is it? All right. We still have more. Oh, I've got Fostoria to sell. Mm-hmm. Yep, I do. It's a pretty Fostoria. It's the first one I've ever been able to actually buy. Patsy M is our winner at 100. Patsy, thank you. Thank you, everyone who placed bids on it. You're going to love it, Patsy. You're going to have a lot of boxes coming to you, and you know I do my best to pack them as well as I can. Thanks, Patsy. Thank you, everyone who placed bids and showing your interest on it. American stem. Let's do the, okay, starting at 150. Sorry, Karen, I jumped. Did I? Yeah. I wasn't supposed to say that yet. All right, come here. And come here. We'll see if we have anyone in need of some stems. Congratulations, Patsy. Thank you, Patsy. Thank you, everyone who bid on that. Now I've got next for you. Gotta take a breath. Excuse me. 12 stems. Putting all 12 of them together because I want to keep them together. And we'll see if we've got any interest. What is it? 6 water goblets and 6 wine stems. Now, these were manufactured by the Fostoria Glass Company. The pattern is called June. And this was manufactured from 1928 to 1951. What thrilled me the most is, if you know your elegant depression, you know it's paper thin and it chips like I don't know what. There's not a chip on any of the 12, which is fantastic. That was actually, today we would probably reverse that. A lot of you would drink your wine out of that and your water out of that, but that's the water glass. That's the stem for the wine. So anybody interested in these, we're going to go at 150 for the set of 12 of them. And that's, again, 6 water stems and 6 of the wine stems. And I'll let you see. The June pattern is easy to remember. It has a lovely ribbon. And I don't know if I turn it a certain way, if you'll be able to see the ribbon. I guess if I put it up against my, see the ribbon? I hope you can see, where is it? Right, there's the ribbon. Well, I don't know if you're seeing it, but it's hard for me sometimes to tell what you can see and what you can't see. This is etch 279. And the water goblets stand 8.5 inches tall, 6 of them, and then 6 of the matching wine stems. 6 inches tall. What did I say? Did I say? I don't know what I said. Yeah, 8 and then 6. Yep. So we have it. I think there's a bid, Scott. Oh. Lady Lynn has our high bid of 150. And I have to tell you, Lady Lynn, I have to tell everybody, these are going to come in several boxes. It takes a lot of packing and you need a lot of space to safely ship these. So I know that shipping is going to cost some money. But again, as you know, I'll pack them as safely as I can, double boxed, but it'll definitely be more than one box. You're probably looking at 3 boxes measuring 12 by 12 by 19. And I've been doing this for a long time and I have packed thousands of boxes and I know what it takes to give you enough space to ship these. It takes a lot of space. But there you have it. We'll count them down and yeah, with candlelight. So our high bid is 150. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Unless you live within like in a 60-mile radius and you want to meet me in a parking lot somewhere and save on the shipping, I'd love that. But anyway, so there's the stop on the Fostoria June from 1928 to 1951, I think I told you. And we'll see if we have any other bidders. Our high bidder is Lady Lynn Vintage. I don't think, thank you, Lady Lynn Vintage. I don't think I know you. Would you send me your email? Lady. Where is it? Lady. Where did it go? Oh, Lynn. Okay, so Lady Lynn Vintage, if you'll go ahead and send your email to me with all your information, that would be super fantastic. And congratulations and thank you so much. Do I know you? Oh, there you are. Yay, I have a small collection of these. You do? And you have them in crystal? Wonderful. Okay, so now you've got 6 of the wonderful wine goblets and 6 of the water goblets. I've got more Fostoria to sell tonight, and let's go ahead and do that as it's almost quarter of, and we're going to be right on time here. Right on time. So I'll just look for your email, Lady Lynn, and I'm so glad I can supply those to you. If you already have some, you've probably already looked at what some of the prices are to replace them, and I'm delighted that you're able to get the 12 of them together. Let's do the Fostoria American candlesticks. I have 2, and these, here they are. I've bought from you before. You have? Now, when you say you've bought from me before, that means through live sales, not eBay, right? If you've bought from me before through a live sale, then I should have your info. So you know, if you don't hear from me by dinner time tomorrow night, reach out. But since you've bought from me before, I should have your info. Yeah, great. I've got 2 Fostoria American. Oh, okay. Then you got to write to me because eBay is different. You can't get private information on eBay. You can only print labels when something is won. So you will have to write to me. I'm so glad you put that in there because you can't go back in eBay and get people's names and addresses and emails. It doesn't work like that. So I do need you to write to me, Lynn. And if you're not sure about the information that you need, if you'll just look up, Karen has put it in there for you. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Don't forget to tell me if you have a PayPal account or not. And if you don't, that's fine. You can check out as a guest. I just need to know it. to know that. These will start at $23, 1915 to 1986. That's one of the styles of candlestick that Fostoria made in the American pattern. And I love it. It looks Mayan to me. I don't know. So the 2 light candlesticks, yeah, double light candlesticks with no condition problems at all. Beautiful fire polished as usual, as you would expect from Fostoria. And our high bid is 33. We'll put one of these down because these bad boys are heavy. And we'll count these down because we have 3 more items after this, and we want to wrap it up at 10 o'clock. It's kind of Maya looking. I thought it was kind of Mayan. I don't know. But it's the American pattern. So 10, 9. Wendy is our high bidder at 40. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I've got more Fostoria in a minute in American, but that's it for those candlesticks. Whew. All right. So the 2 sticks in American. And then we'll do this. We'll do the stems. There's our stop and Christy at 50. All right. Christy, do you want me to ship them, or will you be passing through? Did you sell the hobnail ruffle? Yep, I did. Sell that. That was early on. I thought you were here at that time, Marie. That was Christy. Okay, thanks, Christy. And I'll try to keep my eye on that to see if you want me. You can always write to me as well. I still need to talk to you about that amber stuff you have. 8 stem. Let's keep these together because I've got 8. I just need to know so that when I invoice you, whether to put shipping in or not. Oh, you're in the shower. I'll ship. Okay, great. So I've got 4 and 4. So you're getting 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. And again, American Fostoria. These start at $25. You'll get all of them, and they're chip-free and crack-free. These stand 5.5 inches tall. And the little ones stand 3 3/4 inches tall. So 4 of these and 4 of these for a total of 8. Our high bidder right now is 25. That's Wendy. And now 30 with Charlotte, American Fostoria. I don't know what you drink out of these. That's not an iced tea size. It's not really a water size, but maybe Fostoria, they made this pattern for so long, and there's oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles and noodles of stems for every type of beverage you can think of. So I say drink whatever you want out of them. But these are nice for little, maybe tomato juice at your luncheon. And that could be a small water glass, I suppose. So we'll count these down. Our high bid is 35 on the 8 Fostoria stems in American. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And we'll wait for the stop, and then we'll see who our winner is on those. Oh, tomorrow is going to be a packing, packing, packing day, which is wonderful because pistol packing mama, there won't be no trauma. Okay, I have to move here on the floor. Elena Cunningham is our winner at 42, I think. So thank you, Elena. 42. Okay, that's great. Cunningham. My goodness. Thank you, everyone. And you're welcome. And thank you all. I'm still here. I'm shrinking. I've been shifting in my seat. Now there's a tiny little chip. It's little. This is so prone to being chipped because of its design, because of the outside design. So we're going to go back into the 30s now, into the early 40s with the Hocking open lace. Didn't they also call this Old Colony? And it's frosted pink with a lid. I never find these with lids. And it starts at $18 with some original decoration on it, which you can see. And so you'll find it in plain old non-frosted pink, green, you know, the depression colors. So a nice little covered biscuit or cookie tin jar. And we have hand-painted flowers there. And then again around on this side. And most of the paint is still there. And Hocking, it's a pattern Hocking had. The little chip is right around the edge, right here. I mean, it's tiny, right there. It's just very small. I think I filmed a thrift haul when I found this. You had a heap of great stuff tonight. Thank you, Randy. I think I did have some wonderful things tonight too, and thank you for that. I was able to get out. I guess people were, after that blizzard started to thaw, people got out and they started donating. So tomorrow I'll be here packing, but Wednesday I got to get right back out there onto the highway and see what I can find. I'll go shopping all day Wednesday. Sun up till sundown. Let's count this down. 10, 9, our high bid is 22. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, I've got an EAPG liquor jug coming up, and it's an antique. Almost forgot about that. If you've been waiting for that because you saw it in the preview, you sure have been waiting. But here it comes. Here she come. That lovely Hocking piece is yours. Whose? Christina. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Christina, and all. How about a jug? Where are you? Not a little brown jug, but a little glass jug. Isn't that the cutest liquor jug? And that's what it is for spirits. Oh, good. I cleaned it and you had a chance to dry. Now it is missing its stopper. I know that. I don't know that I'll ever have one. The original manufacturer's name is Peerless. This was made by the Model Flint Glass Company of Findlay, Ohio. They operated from 1888 to 1899. This was introduced in 1896. And it starts at $15. Wow, 1896. you're going to get that information, which I printed out from the database. And there we have the jugs. There were different sizes. There were even cordials that came with it. And there was a stopper, which is long gone. I just think it's neat to have a liquor jug from 1896. Which could be, you could go ahead and find yourself a replacement stopper. Wouldn't be the exact one unless you got really, really fortunate. But I'll include that paper with this so that you'll know it's clean, it's clear. You know, it doesn't have water, it doesn't have staining in it, it's not chipped. Yeah, this was in my shop along video too. I saw it on the shelf and I said, "You're a pretty little thing, get in my cart." And into my cart, it jumped. So the pattern is called Peerless by the Model Flint Glass Company of Findlay, Ohio. This was introduced to the American market in 1896 as a decanter. The high bid right now is 30 and it's being counted down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I've got one item left, and it's 4 minutes to 10. We're going to be right on time. Right on time. For the 10 o'clock, whatever you do at 10 o'clock. And we'll wait for the stop. It's in, and Susan Charette. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. It's Patsy M at 30. Susan, I'm sorry. Patsy was in before. No, it's Rich Treehugger at 42. I guess my eyeballs need to go to bed. Huh? So Rich Treehugger at 42. Good to see you. I'm enjoying my books. I think I got that right at 42. So thank you so much, Melody. I appreciate that. Got one more thing to sell tonight. I think that was okay. Did I do that right? I think so. I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, great. Okay, the last thing is also a piece of EAPG. Thank you so much. Look at that pretty little thing in emerald. It's a little vase. It's early American pattern glass. And it's got some gilding on it. And it starts at $12. Manufactured by the United States Glass Company, number 16048. They operated in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From 1891 until 1962, this was introduced in the 1890s. Now remember, this was the conglomerate, right? United States Glass. That's that 1891 again. And they held on. Tiffin was the factory that held on until the end when it finally folded in 1962. But this emerald green piece, this little vase, was sold, was introduced in the late 1890s. So circa 1900, very much like the emerald green souvenir glass that we're all so much accustomed to. It stands 6 inches tall, and this information will be included so that you'll be able to have that with it. A Florida Golden Girl has the high bid of 30. And at 9:58, I shall count this down, and this will be our last item for the night. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On that pretty little vase. It's an old one. You know, this is sitting here on the floor and I'm not selling it, not yet. I have to play with it for a while. That's that American Brilliant Cut. I'm just teasing you with it. That's not very nice of me, is it? That wasn't very nice. I will be selling it, but I'm not ready to sell it yet. Florida Golden Girl has the vase at 40. Florida Golden Girl, thank you so much. Let me make sure I didn't mess that up. But serve me right, showing off. I was going to eat my peanuts out of it, but I thought, oh, that's a little over the top. That will be number two. That will be number two. You already have one? Is that what you mean? So you've got one and now you have a second one? Oh, you collect this glass. Good. Wonderful. Oh, a pair is even better. I know, Rich Tree. I know. I knew you would flip over that. It's coming eventually, but I've got to study it. I've got to play with it. I've got to have it. You know, there's nothing like having this in your hands and living with it for a while and just studying it. And oh my goodness. So, Karen, it's Fostoria American. The stems are called American. I'll have to look that up. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. This was fun. This was a fun sale, and it was great to get. I wasn't doing very well for much of the first couple of months of this year, as we know what the weather was like. But folks have gotten back out there and starting to donate again. A round of applause. Thank you to all of our old folks, new folks. It was great to have you all here tonight. I certainly appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for being here. Karen, thank you for your help tonight. Couldn't do it without you. Are you done? Well, I am done. But as my 8th grade English teacher would tell me, food is done, people are finished. So I guess I have to say I'm finished. Because if I say I'm done, I can hear my 8th grade English teacher right now saying, that was it, Karen. I'm done. Stick a fork in it. Well, God bless you all as well. It's fun to get together on Monday nights and just enjoy these wonderful old, mostly American-made things, which we will never see the likes of again. So keep a hold of those collections, and even more important, use them. Even if you think your grandchildren roll their eyes and go, oh, here's Granny talking about this old crystal again. I promise you, they might not be showing much interest in it at age 13, 14, or 15. You don't know the impact that it's having when you create memories with these items. If you shove these in a china closet and say, don't touch, they're not going to have anything to do with it. Use it. Break a piece by accident. I mean, not on purpose, but use it. Have conversations around these pieces and create stories and memories with it. Because when they reach my age, they're going to remember. You remember we used to eat off of that at Grammy's house? And she always loved it. Use it. Teach your young family members about it. You'll have someone who will eventually be delighted to have your collections one day. I hope. Now let's get ready to say goodbye. Creating memories is the thing about it. You know, I've often said my house is not a museum. And when people come over, sometimes they go, is this a museum? Plop down on the furniture. Use it. Sit in the chair. Use the dishes. If it gets broken, big deal. There's nothing in here worth $1 million. I live with my collection, but I use it. And I think that's one of the keys, really, to helping to show that you can use these items. They were meant to be used and cherished. You already know that because you're here. Am I preaching to the choir? I shouldn't be. Well, what are you saying now? Sell the American Brilliant Cut? Not yet, not yet. I got to play with it for a while. I have to play with it for a while. Okay, it's now 10:05 and it's bedtime. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad that you were here tonight, and I hope that you have a wonderful, pleasant week and that you'll join me with upcoming videos this week. I'll be working on the invoices tomorrow. You should get them by dinner time. And again, I thank you. Good night. Oh, good night all. And as we say good night, let's sign off with your city or your country, your city or your town, and the state from which you hail. So long, Low Country, Georgia. Salem, Ohio, North Carolina, the Inlet, San Antonio, Texas. Thanks all from North Carolina. Goodbye from Simsbury, Connecticut. Christiana, Tennessee, Ontario, Canada. We love you, Canada. Woodbury, New Jersey, Danbury, Connecticut. Wisconsin, San Francisco, California. I'm sorry, it's going to go way up at Binghamton, New York. Mont, Maine, Manu, Hartford, Connecticut. Salem County, New Jersey. Hermit, California. I did that wrong before. Hermit, California. Pardon my eyeballs. Westport, Washington, Michigan, Burke, Virginia. Hancock where? New York. Boston, Massachusetts, Trumbull, Connecticut, Mount Holly, somewhere in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Barefoot Bay, Florida. Mount Dora, Florida, where they have that big antique show. Cypress, California. Iowa, the home of the Music Man, 76 trombones. West Coast, Arkansas, Atlanta. Beautiful South Jersey, one of the 13 original colonies. Good night, everyone, and thank you. Thank you, Karen. We'll see you next time. Bye, all.